What's going on, guys? Fearmaky here, bringing you another video. Let's get into it. Let's roll deep and keep grinding out there, guys. Let's dive into the video. Let's go. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Listen, this is a different type of video I want to release for you guys. I actually recorded this about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago probably, and I'm trying to come up with different ideas to create content for you guys, and I think this will be helpful, but I want to hear from you guys in the comment sections below what you guys think of it. But it's something I could use for myself even when I go to level other classes, etc. So I'm looking at the game from the perspective of somebody just picking up the game, downloading the game right away, and going through the campaign, and they happen to be playing Blair, or they unlock Blair, and they want to know what to do and what content to get into and what mods should they put on. And some of these tips here will be useful for any character you play, not just Blair. So make sure you guys understand that, especially when putting your character together. Because I was actually doing this today with Ultimate Valby and some other characters, like which mods to put on, which mods would be more efficient for wave clears and for farming out in the world to get me as fast as possible to, level 40, but just to be comfortable casting the abilities. I'm not prone to do the same thing for hours and 45 minutes over and over and over again, like the Valby circle runs. That to me is extremely boring. I know a lot of people don't play the game like that. I would not recommend you doing that. So I'm coming from the perspective of somebody that's gonna pick up their character, they're gonna go and do some waves, they're gonna go and do different content out in the world, they're gonna go farm for the mods that they don't have yet, have not acquired. And even some players, let's say they have all the mods, they have all the currency, like we have, and they have them leveled up, so but they want to level a new character and jump into another character. What mods should they put on that character? What should they do? How they should level? What's going to be more efficient, as opposed to putting a lot of thought behind it? Because picking up another character can be nerve-wracking. It's not just put it on, put on any module on and it's going to work. There's a lot of synergies and reactors and stuff that goes into it, and I think that information will be really useful for the community, especially for myself coming into a new character. So I think me putting those builds together and those guides are going to be beneficial. But I'll get into that. I'll know more from your guys' reaction, from your comments, and from the views that the video get, whether it's informative or not. The reason why, mainly, right, because putting end game builds together and these S tier builds together takes quite a bit of time. It takes a long time to farm up all the catalysts, all the energy activators. Despite what you may think, I'm not pay to win. Yes, I have purchased some stuff in the game, caliber in the game, of course, to buy ultimate Lepic, to buy more currency and bag space, to buy presets. I absolutely love the game, so 100% I'm going to support the devs and support the game. I love it, but I'm not gonna pay my way to win and to acquire all the catalysts and things. I've never purchased a catalyst, period, and I won't. It defeats the purpose of playing and grinding the game. But you guys play the game how you want to play it. Your time is more valuable than money. That's how I look at it. My time is more valuable than money. So if you want to spend a couple of dollars in the game to get ahead for convenience and not waste too much time, hey, the choice is yours. I'll pay for storage, something like that. I'll pay for ultimate, Descendant here and there, but I will not pay for catalyst. I think that defeats the purpose of playing the game. That's just my opinion. Strictly, that's all it is. But yeah, I'm gonna play the video. You guys let me know what you think. And despite me throwing this out there to get some feedback, I do want the players that are playing Blair, or anybody who has Blair that's coming into it, to get the information they need out of this video. And if it works out and it's getting a good reception, I'm going to do more in-depth quick guides, beginner guides into all these classes, as I pick them up myself and I start to put the builds together myself for every single one of them. I'm going to go through each one with their reactors and with the mods I think that you guys should put on, and exactly what you should do to level up. One thing I will share with you, the moment I put on the reactors and mods for my character, the first thing I do is I do Sterile Land. I go and do the waves. And just so anybody is confused about what I mean by waves, waves is this: you come to this globe here, and they're called special operations in the game. I call them waves because literally you're killing wave to after wave after wave after wave until you're eventually done. But the one I do is Sterile Land right here, and I mean, and I call it because, you know, after a couple of waves you get a reward. You know, wave after wave 2 you get a reward, after wave 4 you get a reward, after wave 6 a reward, after wave 8 you get a reward, and then finally wave 10. So this is why I call it waves. It is waves, you know, but the technical term would be special operations. But the very first thing I do is I go in here. Now, why do I do Sterile Land, Cooper Mine, Blockade? One, it takes like about 10 to 15 minutes depending on your group and everybody's doing it. You get a ton of amorphous materials, you get a ton of gold, and as you complete the place, you get a chance of getting a lot more gold. So players that come in will do 2 or 4 waves and leave. I know you probably got some real life stuff happening or an emergency happening, but it's not worth you leaving halfway through the waves. And despite what you may think, if you fail, like at wave 9, you don't complete wave 10, you don't lose all the rewards from the previous waves. I used to think that, but that is not the case. So stop leaving the waves early, finish them out, get your rewards, get it, you know, go all the way to the end. Don't spend 7 minutes in the wave and then leave and short yourself another 7 minutes. You could probably get 330,000 gold, you know, so you're shorting yourself by doing that. But the first thing I do, I put on the reactors and the components and the mods that I want, and I'll go and do 1 wave of Sterile Land. That'll get me from level 1 up to like level 20 or 27. I don't remember exactly, but as I start doing more guides for you guys, I'll record it. And the reason why I like doing waves is because it's where I get to test the characters. It's where I get to test all their modules. I get to test their Descendant Modules, you know, and I'll just do random attempts, you know, with no modules on, and I put on different modules and see how it feels and how they operate. And from then on, you know, I start theorycrafting and planning out my build. And I'll get deeper into how I start which build first. That'll be for another video, but I'll leave you guys here with the Blair starter guide. Let me know if it helps you. Please leave a like on the video and leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if this content helps you in any way, guys. I appreciate your time. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace. Okay, so this is my Blair beginner guide. So I'm going from Ultimate Lepic. I already farmed all of the items on Lepic, the mods, weapons, etc. I'm gonna go with Enduring Legacy. It's an amazing rifle, machine gun, I'm sorry, because of the unique ability which complements him well for farming, where hitting an enemy increases status effect trigger rate corresponding to the element fire and inflicts the unique ability quenching to the target enemy. When hitting a burned enemy, increases firearm attack and applies this buff to the attack. So when the mob is debuffed with fire, you'll quench the fire. It'll last 0.4 seconds. It stacks up to 30 times, and what it does is reduces the target, it debuffs the target to take more fire damage, and also increases your firearm attack damage. So this is perfect for starting out on Blair. And if you don't have this weapon, then use a tamer instead. It's the best starter weapon, most friendly weapon, I think. So you guys should definitely do that. For my secondary, I'm using Secret Garden because of the special rounds. It's also a great gun. And for my third slot, I'm using Millennium Frost, the handgun, simply to proc Burning Phase Reactor. That's it. That's all I'm doing. For external components, of course, I'm going with the Slayer set. If you're starting out, you will not have access to these mods. So these are not starter mods. But in my case, I already have them. I'm going to use it. But for you guys, any rare mod starting out, I would go with the rare mods that has Cooper shot drop rates and modular drop rate increase, as well as character XP gain, shield recovery or defense, whatever you can get on there, and health. That would be best as well. Gold drop ratio and firearm proficiency gain modifier is massive, and gold drop ratios as well as defense or health if you can get it to roll, and equipment drop rate and modifier. And honestly, had I known this before I started playing the game, I would have started out with these rare sets from day one. I would have been so much better off gold wise and Cooper shard wise, but because, you know, you live and learn, I'm behind. There's definitely more tankier mods with health and defense and shield if you find yourself struggling with content. But if you're not struggling and you're able to, you know, clear the content on hard and farm up your currency, I definitely recommend using these mods. Check out my farming guide mod for mastery, etc., and it'll get more in depth into these mods. But any purple mods will work. But this is what I'm doing to start out Blair. And as far as modules go, this is my starter module. I already had backdraft from farming on Lepic, but you don't need to have this. Your gun damage will still be fine. But if you have this, definitely equip it. Mid-air maneuvering, you don't need this as well, but any sub slot will do, but make sure you upgrade it to 10 to max so you get additional free module capacity. And all of these mods here are great. Farm these mods, upgrade them to full, you won't regret it. And if you already have them upgraded, equip them. And to look for these mods, you simply press M, go to access info, module. Your best mod anybody should be going for right away is Battle of Stamina for survivability and skill duration. And then you just press F and it tells you where it comes from. You can get it from Dead Bride Hard Intercept, you can get it from Covert, Normal, Vulgar Strategic Outpost. It will drop from the mobs there as well. I don't think there's any from Complete Missions, but that's definitely something you should be going for right away. All right, but you can apply that to all the other mods. And while you're farming on a new character, I'd say the #1 thing you want to do is farm the materials for crystallization catalyst. Press F, you'll know exactly where to get these materials. Farm for this right away. It takes 8 hours to research, and this takes like a day and a half to research the activator. This will give you your capacity boost on your character, allowing you to go from 60 capacity, or I think it's 45 the standard from you guys, up to 80. So I'm going to use my capacity here shortly. As you can see, I have 3 of them that I farmed up, and that's going to increase my capacity from 60, I'm sorry, to 80. So that will drastically increase your power right away. But put these on, farm these, get them, and farm your crystallization catalyst so you can sock it in your modules later, and farm your energy activator so you can uncap your 60 capacity and bring it up to 80, allowing you to equip more mods and become even more powerful. But that is the starter Blair guide. I hope it helps you guys. Please leave a comment in the comment section below, like the video, hit that subscribe button, and let me know what other videos you'd like to see on Blair. I'm definitely going to be building him for end game and farming. I have some crazy theories and ideas for him. But just quickly, the backdraft, so my rotation with this is I'll pop my ultimate, which will drop 3 flames on the ground or more. Then I'll use extinguish, which will pull the flames and give me a 28-second buff, which will increase my firearm attack damage. So I have 18% more attack fighting for 28 seconds. And because my ultimate is only on a 30-second cooldown, I can have it up 100% of the time. And then I'm just gunning mobs down. That's literally it. Ultimate, pull it in with extinguish, and just gun them down. You can also do your fire if you want, your burn taste. And you can also drop 3 flames and pull them in. If your cooldown is not, you know, up to speed where mine is, you can do 3 flames or even 1, and then pull it in with extinguish, and that will give you the firearm attack buff if you have backdraft. All right, because I already have upgraded the items, I'm already halfway there. And if you have 3 flames, obviously you'll get firearm critical hit rate increase if you have 3 flames on the ground. The more you have, the more crit you get. But that is it. So I do my ultimate and I just gun. If it's obviously a boss, I'll do my ultimate, pull them in to get the buff, and I'll drop 3 more flames and gun it. But I don't think that right now for me as a starter it's not flowing. But as we play the class and we learn it more, we'll see where it goes. Alright guys, we'll see you in the next one. Go deep. Woo!